Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek News. I'm here with Anne-Cécile from Ludonauts, and we're looking at Colt Express by Christophe Rimbaud.
Right.
Okay, this is your Spiel 2014 release.
Yeah.
And we're here at Gen Con 2014. You have a prototype copy with final artwork, but non-final components, and hope you can give an overview of the game and what's going on. Hope you can explain how to play.
Okay, so as you may know, you may see it's a game about a train robbery. You are a bandit, and your goal is to get as many money as possible from the passenger, to steal them, and shoot the other players, your opponents, to be the richest bandits at the end of the game.
Okay, and I've got bandit tokens.
Yeah, your bandits are here. You can play up to 6 players, from 2 up to 6 players. So you have a bandit figured by this pawn. Every player has also a character card with this special ability, and 2 kind of cards, 6 bullet cards that are in his gun at the beginning of the game, and 10 action cards, but only 6 different action. Okay? So this game is a planning game. That means that each round you will plan your action, you will try to figure out what you could do, and then in the second phase you will see what really happened. And sometimes it's not really what you want to. So at the beginning of each round, you play 5 rounds in a game. At the beginning of each round, you just draw a card, round card, like a scenario card, that will tell you how many table turn you will do.
From the actions of the cards in your hand.
Yeah. And sometimes at the end of the round there will be some event. Like here is breaking, that means the players will move in the train. Okay? So when I have done that.
So you're planning 4 cards at the same time?
Yeah.
All at once?
But you plan your cards on a common pile on the table. That means, for example, first player plan this, then the second player plan this on the top of the...
All face up?
Yeah, all face up.
Okay.
Then the third player plan this, and you plan your action. And then second turn will do the same, and so on. At the end of this phase, you will have a pile of action cards. Then you take it, and you perform the action you have planned before in the phase 1. Okay. And so the point of the game is that you have to figure out in your mind what is going to happen, like you are imagining a movie and a scenario. Okay. So what can you do with your action cards? That's pretty simple. Of course, you can move inside a train thanks to this action. When you move, if you are inside the train, you can go to an adjacent car, okay, backward or forward. If you are on the top of the train, on the roof, you can go up to 3 cars in a row, because there is no door, no passengers, so you run. Okay. Of course, you can change your level. So you can, if you are on the roof, you can go inside the car, or on the top of the roof if you are inside. The goal of the game is to steal the passengers, so you have the stealing cards. When you are in a car and there is some loot token inside, you take 1. There are 3 kinds of loot token. The bags are the smaller, from $250 up to $500. Okay. The jewels, all of them worth $500, and the wallet, the briefcase, yeah, with $1,000. Okay. At the beginning of the game, the case, yeah, is in the
cadeau. Is that?
Yeah, is in the locomotive here with the yellow pawn. The yellow pawn is not a player; he's a marshal. He's protecting the passenger inside the train, so he will move during the game and try to prevent the bandit from stealing the passengers. Of course, you are a bad guy, so you won't let the other player do what they want, so you will shoot them, thanks to these cards. When you shoot someone, he has to be in an adjacent car if you are inside the train, or he has to be in line of sight if you are on the roof. For example, here, green player can shoot the blue player, but not the white player. Okay? When you shoot someone, you give him one of your bullet cards. This card will go in his action deck, and during the next round he may take one of them, and this is a dead card in his hand. He cannot play with it. So you never die in the game, but you will get hurted by the other player
and can do less.
Yeah,
do
less
fewer
efficient.
things.
You're right. At the end of the game, the player who will have shot the more, who will be the best shooter, who will have less bullet card at the end of the game, will get a reward of $1,000. Okay. You never shot someone who is in the same car as you, but you can punch him. Yeah. This action, you can punch him. When you punch someone, he immediately lose one of his loot. So if ever he has already some loot on his character card, he loses it on the location, and then you make him move to an adjacent car. Your choice, okay? So his plan may be completely lost because he changed of location. And last but not least, there is a marshal card, this one. Last action you can do. When you play this card, you move the marshal pawn to an adjacent car. If ever the marshal meets a player, a bandit, the bandit cannot stay here. He cannot be seen by the marshal, so he has to flee on the roof of the car. And but the marshal, he maybe see him, so he tried to hurt him, and the player gets a neutral bullet card. That works the same as the other bullet card. And that's it. You just play 5 rounds. Each round is different because each time you have maybe different scenario cards. This one, for example, when you have a black card like this, that means that you are going in a tunnel, so you play the card face down. You may play the 2 cards in a row, something. So each round is different, and at the end of the game, you just count the loot you have. Maybe you get the reward of $1,000 for the best shooter, and that's it. So it lasts about 30-40 minutes, depending on the number of players. You use as many cards as there are players. So if you play with 6 players, you use the 6 cards. And of course, each player has a special ability. Doc, for example, is the smartest one, so you can play with 7 cards instead of 6. Cheyenne, she's a pickpocket. When she punches someone, she takes the loot that is falling, and so on. Everyone has a special ability. So that's
Well,
it.
thanks very much for the overview.
Thank you, Rick.